Door 6. Let's go. Let's grab our controller. Make sure we don't mess anything up. Oh. Oh. Door 6. I want to go through door 6. We've already seen all this before, so we can skip all this text again. We're going to skip all this text. Oh. Thankfully, we can skip all this text and it doesn't actually matter because it'll be in the previous videos, this exact experience. But anything new we'll see, right? So we go through this door. Fortunately, they found the dead, of course. That stopped. Oh my god, I fucking hated this room. June collapses. Okay. Okay, let's quickly do this as fast as we can. Oh my god. Look, Ace, there's some kind of secret meaning. Nothing in them. Literally not where I want to go. This is literally not where I want to go. Okay. Okay, nope. Let's go. This is like, this portion's gonna be a little bit boring, folks. So if y'all want to talk to me, we can definitely just chat while I solve this puzzle, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not reading their dialogue during the puzzle. We've already done this puzzle room. We have to do it again. It doesn't let us skip it in this version. I don't know if other versions allow you to skip it. Oh, we need the freaking winch wheel. Oh my god. A, B, C. It's as easy as 1, B, C. Okay, we got the wheel. And I broke it, yeah. And now we go back, and this is how you do it. So this is more of like the guide version. If you were wanting to know how to do this puzzle. You get the wheel, you put the wheel here. You turn the wheel, it goes down. So we turn the wheel. It triggers a story potion here. They talk about some stuff, and literally with that, he turned to walk away from the winch. Something's wrong here. Junpei and Ace followed him. Something's new. This is new dialogue. Yo, this is new fucking dialogue. Hello? I was not expecting this. This is big. You know, speaking of experiments, Santa suddenly stopped. There was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took the squarish C-shaped tank and filled enough water the rats could drown. The tank has 2 exits, A and B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. Exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So what would the rat do if they were put in this situation? Well, actually, what would they choose? Well, this was the moment of silence after Santa posed the question, then Ace responded. B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing the exit is B is electrified. Exactly. This is new. This is new. What is different? What is the variation this playthrough that's getting us this text? Because this is new. Do we get a new ending? I don't know. Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A. I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply a story of a laboratory experiment. You're right. That part isn't very interesting. The scientists repeated the experiment over and over using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. While with each generation of rats, they took less and less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat got put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But even that wasn't the most impressive thing. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory far from the original one with the same results. No, on second thought, the results hadn't really been the same. The rats in the second experiment began the trial significantly faster and the first times than the initial experiment. These rats were not related to the rats used in the first experiment and never come into contact with them yet. Hello, Leaf, welcome. And nice Chikorita emo. They all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean? Are you suggesting some like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium? Ace looked at Santa, skeptical. Santa snorted at him. How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist, so I don't know what made him do it. But I know that story is true, and if they got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot of stuff we haven't checked out. Get the hell out of here before June passes out. Without waiting for a response, he turned and started walking. Junpei, however, wasn't quite ready to leave the topic alone. Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you. Santa stopped and turned around. Why did they use a tank for the experiment? Huh? Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have just, like, I don't know, put some bread near the exit. I'd bait, even. Cheese. I mean, did they really have to make it so the rats can drown? Santa gave a grim bark of a laugh. You know the word emergency comes from the same root as emerge. You ever think about it? An emergency is something upset, often something dangerous. And to emerge means you sort of come out or appear or rise out of something else. So what is to emerge from an emergency? Inspiration. Inspiration? Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, you either crack or your mind focuses and you pull up what needed. So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. That's why rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. They had to be in emergency for inspiration to emerge. Did we get repeatable text? Suddenly felt cold. Junpei suddenly felt cold. The back of his neck was aching and his stomach felt strange. Okay. Now we go back. Take the machine part. Open it up, put in the machine part. Okay, the conveyor belt now works. We get the coal, transporting the coal. Hello, I have come bearing some unfinished art. Interesting. I am excited to see. Where do I go? I need to get this. That's the winch. Oh, wait, it's the... What? I'm a little confused. Did I not do what I was supposed to do? Did I seriously not do what I was supposed to do? There we go. That's what I need to do. Box full of coal. Yeah. I'll check Discord right now, Rowdy. That's not Discord. This is Discord. 24. So that's from you. Nico from... Yo, that's really cool. I like that art style too. It's really well done. Damn, I wish I could do art like you. Yeah, that's well done. All right, we're just skipping ahead here. Yeah, we're just doing kind of a chat with the chat while we do this because we've already like done this portion. Unless we get new text, we will obviously get the new text. Oh, we've got all the coal in there. Yeah, the art is very interesting. I think it's really well done. I wish I could do art, but I'm just not... I don't have the physical capabilities of doing that kind of stuff. I can barely do what I can do. It already pushes my limits doing what I do, so... yeah, I can crop out stuff. I just can't draw the original. I have issues with my hands and stuff, so doing any stuff like that, any skill-based games becomes an issue for me, so it's just really difficult to do. Oh, I need to turn this on. Is this... Yeah, that'll turn it on. Let's go. That'll get us the discs, so we got to get to each disc. Back. Get this one. And then we're gonna get some more Santa. We're gonna get Santa talking about his sister in a second. All right, let's go. Always. This night's almost over. I go up here. I place the things in there. The art and the concept. Yeah, I do too. Okay. Let's go. Okay, it opens. We found it. No new text. Santa and I will keep an eye on it. We go back down to see June. She's like, oh, I'm okay now. Look at me. I'm so fucking cool and good. I'm gonna lurk while I finish it. Sounds good. If I need anything, you know, I'll message the Discord if I need choices. Whoa! New text! This is new text. Yo, we've unlocked some new fucking text. This is big. We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant I brought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the presents next to her pillow. And next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look! Santa left me a present! Santa got me the doll I really wanted! I'm so glad that I wrote him that letter! I was the one who told her to write those letters. I say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe. It doesn't really exist. Anyway, she'd write down the letter and stamp it and send it out. Then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked as address unknown. I'd open the letters before she'd figure out they'd been sent back. Once I'd open the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. Took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy presents every year. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. June looked down, uncomfortable. The wall next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound or didn't care. Santa, keep talking. But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am. Santa looked sad. Junpei had never seen him look sad before. He wasn't sure he liked it. Junpei decided it was probably best not to ask Santa any more questions. Still new text. But what happened? June glanced up at Santa quickly as she spoke. He answered, but only with an effort. She died. She was killed 9 years ago. There was nothing Junpei could say. He felt a great lump in of lead. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and her face was pale. Yes, Rowdy 999. June bit her lip. Her face was pale. All right, let's go. This is not new text. Continue on. This is not new text. We've already done this. We've got to collect all 9 cards now. So there are 9 bags. That's this guy. That's Santa. 9th man, who was never given a name. Grab the 7. Nothing in them. Grab these 2 of Junpei and June. This one has Snake. And Clover, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing 2 of them. Box has Ace in it. And we're missing 1. These stairs go up 3 stories. No. Okay, and oh, the fucking Pushmaster. I always forget. The Pushmaster's gonna really get me. Yeah, it's electrified. We already know, and we can't get all 9 right now, so we need to... Oh, we don't have the pins yet, so we can't literally not do that. There's 1 we're missing then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Who are we missing? 9th man, 7. We're missing Lotus? Okay, we're missing Lotus somewhere. Oh, isn't it? We just examine these. Oh, sorry, wrong speed up. There we go. Now we got Lotus. Now we just do this, and it literally doesn't even trigger us. Just then. This is new text. What the fuck? Junpei heard a noise? This is new text. This is not something we've done before. He spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of the fence. June, are you alright? She did not respond. Junpei spun around to face Ace. I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You do the box thing, alright? Huh? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. He shoved the cards into Ace's hands and ran towards June. Are you alright? What happened? Junpei called out to her as he ran. As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet as with Santa's help. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped. Don't give me that. Now is not the time. But it's true. I tripped over a box. Junpei put his palm on his forehead. Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he checked. She wasn't hot, like she had been before, but she wasn't warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone. I saw her fall. She really did just trip on something, you know. Junpei was more than willing to agree if June had needed quite so much help standing up. Still, to fall like that, I think she probably still a little messed up. June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed, and her face was a bit flushed. But she did look a great deal better than she had, still. Alright, well, let's get out of here as fast as we can, so we can get you to a hospital. Oh, I don't think if there's anything serious. I just need a little medicine or some sleep. I'll be fine. Medicine? Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I bet Ace could swing that. For you, easy. Ace? Why? Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. I just got chills, by the way. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hope y'all got chills. This is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil. 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 Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he'd heard Soparil before. Santa continued. Soparil. Soparil is an anesthetic gaseous form at room temperature similar to nitrous oxide. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. For the reasons, it's found widespread acceptance with police and military in numerous countries. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room cleaner, and practical, ethical, and humane. Developed 6 years prior, it was made from extracts of several roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed. As it did, so did the stock of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Why do you know all this? Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei could not help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt but simple. Oh man, I heard it from the old man himself. From Ace? When? Oh, by the number 4 door at the central stairway. When we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake and Seven went through door 2 or door 5? I asked him what he did for a living when he said he ran his own company. After that, we just, started talking, kind of came up. Are you worried about something? No, nothing. As he spoke, Junpei looked over toward Ace. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes. What the hell is he doing? He turned back to June and Santa. Oh, June, don't push yourself, all right? Yes. Santa, could you take care of her? Yeah, man. He gave them both a small nod, then turned toward Ace. What are you doing? Ace's back was towards Junpei as he approached. The older man turned around to look at him, his face pale and covered in sweat. What happened? Nothing. My vision has gone rather blurry. Perhaps it's because of fatigue, or I can't see it very well at the moment. Why can't you see very well? These pictures. Ace held the cards out to Junpei, splayed out in the shape of a fan. I don't care to admit it, but I might be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing. He made his best attempt at a self-deprecating smile, but his face was still flushed and his lips were pale and drawn. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so I don't mind if I take a rest for a bit. He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically. How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? Junpei looked down at the cards in his hands. All of the pictures were quite clear, and each person was easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so bad? But if that wasn't it, what made him so uncomfortable? Then, Junpei remembered what he'd heard from Lotus much earlier. Prosopagnosia. Well, simply put, it's a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face will look the same as Clover's, or even yours. So, they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means people with prosopagnosia will have trouble recognizing each other. Even the people close to them. Maybe he's got prosopagnosia. Junpei took another look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs, looking quite depressed. It was reasonable, of course, that he had felt that way. If he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like he patting him on the shoulder or telling him everything would be all right would help that much. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best he kept Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being. Oh well. Doing his best to clear his head for the task at hand, he turned back towards the boxes. Now it's still the same time to solve the boxes of the 9 puzzles. Yeah, and then not new text, same text. 9 pins. Go up. Go up. Machine. Yeah, 9 pins. We literally know how they work. We can skip this as fast as possible. 3. Okay. Wine. Fucking 6. 1. 3. 8 becomes 11. Okay. 2, 3, 9. 1, 4. 1, 5. 7. 4. No. 8. 7. 6. 5. 6 plus 5 is 6 plus 8 is gonna be 13. No, it's gonna be 14. 14. 1, 4 is 5, 14, 15, 16. Ten plus 5 is 12. Easy. 8. 5, 9. I need 1 and 2. That's 1. That's gonna be 2 actually. It's gonna be. Let's go. Now we just need to do the hexadecimal F again. Don't know how long I was muted, but like it doesn't matter because also I wasn't doing anything. There's no new text. Sorry. So don't know how long I was fucking muted or how I got muted. No new text happened though, so we're good. Hopefully I wasn't muted long. Let's go. There we go. Open the door. What are we waiting for? It's opening. We found it. Nothing new here. I agree. Let's go on. There's another door. We find some 9 doors. We freeze because we see 2 of them. 2 9 doors. Yep. 2 doors. We'd always been able to escape if all of us had been alive. It's like that episode of Saw, that movie Saw all over again. Basically, yeah, we could have all gone through the door. Okay, no more new text. He went through the door. Clover's gone. Oh, fuck. Clover's gone again. June and Junpei ran into the large hospital room together. As quickly as they could, they have searched around and under the beds in the corners. She's not here. No, she isn't. All right, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room. What the hell? This is new text, I want y'all to know, so like we're getting something here. The shower room? That's where her brother is. She might have gone to see him. June bit her lip. She knew, as Junpei did, that there was only one thing to do in the shower room, and it wasn't pleasant. They could see in the shower room, and it wasn't pleasant. We might want to check, right? Let's go, he says. There was a screwdriver stuck between the door and the frame. Junpei ran to the slided through the door, moved through the hallway, and stepped into the shower room. No luck. Yeah, I don't think she's here. June's voice was faint, and she placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked a little green. The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown from unpleasant since their last visit. If Junpei had eaten lunch, he would have had difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. And the only way to be sure was to check the other side of the divider. Wait here. June offered no resistance and nodded weakly to Junpei as he headed around the divider. He stopped at the corner and turned his head. As he expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the was the body lying in a reddish-brown puddle of dried and drying blood. There's many ways a man can die, but this. The skull was shattered. Head was little more than a pulpy mass of brain, bone, and viscera. The left arm was twisted in a horrific alien shape, the bright white ulna shape through the remains of his skin and muscle. Huh? Brain blast! Wait, bright white ulna bones. The pieces fell into place. Junpei had remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory. My brother's left arm it's not like a normal person's arm. The accident hurt him, well, really bad, and to save him, they had to cut off his arm. Of course! Of course! Why hadn't he realized it earlier? Clover had told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic, but the left arm of the corpse behind the divider was clearly a real human arm, or at least it once had been. That meant the corpse... We're gonna take a brief BRB. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like, follow, and subscribe. Check us out on other social medias linked in the description. Bye now.